You may know him as Rabbit, the rookie cop from the film Super Troopers, or as Todd Wolfhouse from Beerfest. Erik Stolhanske is an actor associated with the comedy troupe The Broken Lizard. For the past couple of months, Stolhanske has been touring college campuses, performing lectures on how he overcame a very rare medical condition to pursue his dream as an actor. When he came to Murray State, we had the chance to catch up with him before his lecture. So you go from acting and comedian to public speaking. What's your message? Why are you trying to get out and about speaking to people?
Well, it's sort of a natural extension for me. We did a national tour where we did stand-up for about a year and a half, and we traveled all around. And had a great time doing that. And I was kind of trying to figure out, my whole life I've always wanted to talk about a certain subject. And that certain subject is overcoming perceived limitations, sort of adversity, and having perseverance and overcoming what we all believed are perceived limitations. And mine just happens to be that I was born without a fibula in my leg, and I was raised on a wooden leg. And so I like to say that everyone has a wooden leg. We all have our own wooden legs of sorts. And so I kind of go out and I like to tell jokes, tell funny stories about what happened to me growing up, that challenge that I had, the hurdles, but how I was still able to overcome some of those hurdles and go on and make movies and be a comedian and an actor, writer, producer, hopefully a director one day, and do all sorts of things.
And Meow, a lot of people know you as Rabbit from Super Troopers. I mean, that had to be amazing to tape, be involved in. What was that like?
It was great. I mean, we certainly didn't have any expectations that it would take off, and we were very pleased with the cult status that it has achieved. We're surprised that it has continued on, but it was a great experience. I mean, it was very fun to sit down with all your best friends from college and write jokes that make you laugh, put them on the screen, and actually have other people respond to them.
So, I mean, what's your favorite thing to do? You do it all. Where do you find the most enjoyment?
I like when you can put all the pieces together, right? So you can write something, takes a long time to hone that, to actually make something work. And then the memorizing part's tedious and painful. But once you actually get something memorized and you can get up and put it on its feet and actually get that human response in a live audience, to me, I think is probably the best.
Definitely. And you've spoken for several groups. What's been one of your favorite audiences, or who do you like to speak to?
Murray State.
Definitely.
My favorite.
College students. They need to hear from you.
College students are fun because they know your films, so you immediately have a little bit of an advantage. But I also really love speaking with wounded warriors. I can't relate anything to what they went through while they were overseas and went through a battle, but I potentially, hopefully, can talk to them about what they may be facing, some of the challenges and hurdles they may have to face now that they come back.
Right.
And have dealt with some of the things that they have to deal with, amputations or traumatic stress syndrome or traumatic brain injuries. So that's kind of where my speaking falls into when I say that everyone has a wooden leg. When I was in high school, I went to a private school in Minneapolis, and we had speakers come in and talk to us in our chapel. And there was a woman that came in, she had lost her leg to cancer, and she was a model. And she got up and she was on stage in pantyhose and a skirt, and you couldn't tell at all that she had lost her leg. And as like a 17-year-old impressionable kid, not knowing if I could do things in my life and kind of questioning what I was going to be able to do, I saw her come in and talk, and I thought it was so great and amazing that she kind of inspired me a little bit to go out and be able to kind of spread that word to everyone else. And I wanted to get to a place in my life where I could then say, hey, look, I've made movies, I've done some stand-up comedy, and by the way, I only have one leg. And so I wanted to get to a point in my life where I could have some credibility, and so that's kind of why I'm speaking right now.